In the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful. Assalamu alaikum viewers, my name is Iram Jabbar. I would like to welcome you in my chemistry class. In our last lecture, we discussed about atom, molecule, ion and molecular ion. In our today's lecture, we will discuss about relative atomic mass, isotopes and relative abundance of isotopes. First of all, we will discuss about relative atomic mass. We know that atom is a small size particle and its mass is also very much small. And we have no balance to measure such extremely small mass, and we need some standard for the measurement of mass of an atom of any element. For this purpose, scientists select carbon 12 as a standard, and mass determined by this method are known as relative atomic mass, and this unit is known as relative atomic mass unit scale. Scientists select carbon 12 as a standard because carbon is a stable element and it exists abundantly in nature. That's why scientists select carbon 12 as a standard for the measurement of relative atomic masses. When we compare mass of an atom of any element with respect to mass of an atom of carbon taken as 12, then this mass is known as relative atomic mass. Compare mass of an atom with carbon 12. This mass is relative atomic mass. And the unit of relative atomic mass is relative atomic mass unit, and it is the 1/12 of atom of carbon and abbreviated as AMU. 1 AMU is equal to 1.661 10 raised to power minus 27 kg or 1.661 10 raised to power minus 24 kg. Both these units are equivalent because scales are interconvertible. For example, hydrogen relative atomic mass is 1.008 AMU. In the same way, relative atomic mass of oxygen atom is 15.99 and the relative atomic mass of copper is 63.54 AMU. When scientists determined atomic masses, then they came to know that some elements have same atomic number and they have atoms which have different atomic masses. Such atoms of any element which have same atomic number but different atomic masses are known as isotopes of any element. Isotopes are the atom of any element which have same atomic number but different atomic masses. This phenomena of isotopy was discovered by Sodom. For example, we have hydrogen element, and this hydrogen element have three types of isotope. One atom which have one atomic number and one mass number, and the other atom which have one atomic number and two atomic mass. In the same way, it have other atom which have again one atomic number but its atomic mass is 3. And you know that atomic number represent the number of protons present in a nucleus, while atomic mass represent sum of proton and neutron number. In case of protium, hydrogen have one proton in nucleus, and in case of deuterium, hydrogen have one proton and one neutron, and in case of tritium, hydrogen atom have one proton and two neutron. So the sum of atomic masses becomes 1, 2 and 3 respectively. In the same way, carbon also have three isotopes known as carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14. All these atoms have same atomic number, that is 6, but they have different masses, that is 12, 13 and 14. As shown in figure, in case of carbon 12, nucleus has 6 protons, so its atomic number is 6, but it also has 6 neutrons, so its atomic mass is 12. In case of carbon 13, carbon have 6 protons, so atomic number is 6, but now it has 7 neutrons, so its atomic mass is 13. And in case of carbon 14, nucleus has 6 protons, so its atomic number is 6, but it have 8 neutrons in nucleus, so its atomic mass becomes 14. In both these two examples, we come to know that atoms have different atomic masses due to different number of neutrons. It means isotopes exist due to different number of neutrons present in a nucleus. And we come to know that isotopes have same chemical properties. Isotopes have same chemical properties because chemical properties of any substance depends on electron, and electron always equal to number of protons in a nucleus. So in case of isotopes, they have same chemical properties because they have same number of electrons in valence shell. But isotopes have different physical properties because physical property of any substance depend on mass, and isotopes have different masses, so they have different physical properties. And when scientists measured the isotopes, then they also determined their percentage abundance. Percentage of each isotope represent the amount of isotope of any element in nature. For example, in case of neutron, we have three isotopes, neon 20, neon 21 and neon 22. And they all have different relative abundance. In case of neon 20, relative abundance is 90.92. In case of neon 21, relative abundance is 0.26, and in case of neon 22, relative abundance is 8.82. It means different isotopes have different natural abundance, and we can measure this relative abundance of isotopes of any element by using mass spectrometry. And when scientists work out an atom, then they come to know that there are 280 isotopes which are present in nature. Out of these 280 isotopes, 40 are such that which are radioactive. In the same way, scientists generated 300 artificial isotopes, and they also come to know that elements which have even atomic number have larger number of isotopes, and the elements which have odd atomic number never possess more than 2 isotopes. We can imagine this thing by 280 natural isotopes, that out of 280 isotopes which occur in nature, 154 have even atomic number and even atomic masses. And when scientists work on atom, then they come to know one other thing, that some elements have one isotope in nature. Elements having only one isotopes are known as monoisotopic element. For example, arsenic, fluorine, iodine and gold. It's all about today's lecture. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.